Welcome to my channel. Subscribe, listen, and enjoy my stories every day. My name is Josh. At 42, I pride myself on two accomplishments: my sprawling tech empire and my uncanny knack for never missing details. Minute discrepancies rarely escape my attention, a trait that has cushioned my business from the unpredictability of tech markets. Today marks 5 years since Arya and I exchanged vows beneath the sprawling limbs of an ancient oak, her smile as enchanting as the Parisian sunset we adored on our honeymoon. Despite the fractures in our marriage, I wanted this anniversary to rekindle the magic that once drew us together. With that in mind, I had procured a bottle of Fleur de Nuit, a rare perfume crafted exclusively in a quaint Parisian boutique. Its scent, a haunting blend of midnight jasmine and elusive spices, was said to be unforgettable. The evening air is chilly as I arrive at the office after a long day of meetings. My plan is to leave the elegantly wrapped gift on Arya's vanity, where she'll find it upon returning from her so-called yoga retreat. But as I stride through the lobby, a familiar fragrance halts me mid-step. It's unmistakable, the delicate yet profound aroma of Fleur de Nuit. Confused, I follow the scent trail, which leads me unmistakably to the open door of my newest hire, Lily. She's typing away, oblivious to my brewing storm. Her presence, once a simple daily occurrence, now feels like a glaring intrusion. "Evening, Lily," I say, my voice calm but my mind racing. "Working late again?" She looks up, a startled deer caught in headlights. "Oh, Mr. Thompson." "Yes, just finishing up some reports." Nodding, I inch closer, the perfume growing stronger with each step. "Interesting perfume you're wearing." "It's very unique." Her cheeks flush a deep red. "Thank you, sir. It was a gift." "A gift," I repeat, the word tasting bitter. "A gift like the one intended for Arya." The implications hang heavy between us. Lily hastily gathers her things, mumbling about needing to be somewhere, and hurries out. Her quick exit does nothing to dispel the storm of betrayal gathering within me. Back in my office, I pour myself a drink, the clink of ice against glass echoing my turbulent thoughts. The plush leather of my chair offers little comfort as I slump into it. Arya's laughter, bright and clear from our early days, plays in my mind, now distorted by the stench of deceit. Is she cheating on me? The question isn't new. Suspicions had crept into my thoughts over the past months, but now the scent of betrayal is quite literal. And with someone from my own office, my territory. It's a dual blow to both heart and ego. With a deep sigh, I decide. Tomorrow, I'll confront Arya. But tonight, I plot. If my suspicions are confirmed, this anniversary won't just be memorable for Arya, it will be unforgettable. I turn off the lights and step out into the night, the crisp air doing little to soothe my simmering rage. The game was on, and I was not one to lose, not in business, and certainly not in betrayal. The sun barely peeks over the skyline as I enter the office earlier than usual. My sleep was fitful, haunted by suspicions and the echo of Arya's laughter, not of joy but of betrayal. My resolve is like iron. Today, I will confront her. But first, I need to see the extent of the deceit. As I stride through the corridors of my company, my employees greet me with their usual deference, unaware of the storm brewing beneath my composed exterior. My assistant, Marco, approaches with a cautious, "Good morning, Josh. You're in early." "Not a morning to waste," I reply curtly, eyes scanning the still mostly empty office space. "Marco, schedule a meeting with all department heads in 30 minutes. And see if you can get Lily on the line, too." His eyebrows raise slightly. "Right away, Josh." He hesitates, then adds, "And Arya called earlier. She said she would stop by around noon." Perfect, I think. The scene is set. The meeting with the department heads is brief. I demand updates and progress reports, but my mind is elsewhere, ticking away, waiting for Arya. As they file out, Lily walks in, a hint of that now too familiar perfume trailing behind her. "Mr. Thompson, you wanted to see me?" Her voice is tentative, a stark contrast to the confident young professional who interviewed here months ago. "Yes, Lily." "Close the door," I say, my tone flat. She complies, and I watch her closely, trying to gauge her discomfort. "I'm curious about something. The perfume you wore yesterday, where did you really get it?" She hesitates, her hands clasped tightly in front of her. It was a gift, sir." "From?" Her eyes dart to the floor, then back to mine. "I'd rather not say, Mr. Thompson. I assure you, it has no bearing on my work here." "But it does, Lily." My voice hardens. "It has everything to do with integrity, something I value above all in my company and my personal life." Before she can respond, my phone buzzes. It's Marco, informing me that Arya has just arrived. "We'll continue this later," I tell Lily, dismissing her with a wave. My heart pounds with a mix of dread and anger as I head to my office where Arya is waiting. Arya looks radiant, unaware of the confrontation that awaits her. Her smile falters as she notices my grim expression. "Josh, what's wrong? You look upset." "Where did you get the perfume, Arya?" I ask without preamble. Confusion mars her face. "What perfume?" "Fleur de Nuit," I say sharply. "The same one I bought for our anniversary. The same one Lily wears." Arya's face blanches, and then she laughs, a nervous, high-pitched sound that grates on my nerves. "Is this some kind of joke? You're not making any sense. I haven't even received any perfume from you." "Save it, Arya." My voice booms in the office, the walls nearly trembling with my fury. "I've smelled it on her, and now you're here, lying to my face." Arya's eyes fill with tears, her earlier composure crumbling. "Josh, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about. Please, you have to believe me." "Do I?" My voice is cold, detached. "After all the secrets? After everything?" The door swings open suddenly, and Marco steps in, an apologetic look on his face. "Sorry to interrupt, but you need to see this," he says, handing me an envelope. Inside, photos spill out, pictures of Arya and a man, not Lily, laughing and close, too close, in a setting far from here. Arya gasps, her face draining of color as she recognizes the man in the photos. It's not just about a perfume. It's bigger. Much bigger. My heart sinks even as my anger flares. The betrayal runs deeper than I imagined, the plot thickening with every silent second that ticks by. The air in the room feels electric, charged with betrayal and disbelief. Arya's hands tremble as she reaches for the photographs, her eyes darting from the images back to me, pleading for some semblance of understanding. "Josh, please, it's not what it looks like," she stammers, tears streaming down her face. I stare at her, feeling a chasm widen between us, filled with every lie that now comes to light. "Not what it looks like. You're in his arms, Arya." "Who is he?" My voice is a low growl, restrained anger pulsing through every word. He's just a friend, Josh. We met at a conference. It was innocent." Her defense is weak, her voice cracking under the strain. "A friend?" I scoff, throwing the photos down on my desk. Do friends hold each other like that? Do they laugh behind my back, share secrets, share perfumes? Arya collapses into a chair, her face buried in her hands. "I'm sorry, Josh. I never meant for any of this to happen. I was going to tell you." "Tell me." I laugh bitterly. "Or get caught." Before she can respond, my office door bursts open again. It's Marco, his usual composure replaced by urgency. "Josh, there's a problem." It's about the company finances. You need to see this. I nod, signaling him to continue, my eyes never leaving Arya's crumpled form. We've been hacked. Someone's been funneling company funds into an offshore account. It's been happening for months. The amounts are significant. The room spins as I process Marco's words. Do we know who? He hesitates, then hands me another envelope. Inside, bank statements and transfer records point to one name. My heart stops. It's the same man, Josh. The one from the photos with Arya. The revelation hits like a physical blow. I turn to Arya, fury and pain intermingling. Was this your plan? Distract me with personal betrayal while you helped him steal from me? No, Josh. I swear, I didn't know anything about the money. She's on her feet now, her distress palpable. Ignoring her, I dial our security team. Lock down the building. No one in or out. I want every employee questioned, every file scrutinized. Find him. Turning back to Arya, I find my voice calm, icy. If you're involved, Arya, if you've compromised my life, my company, there will be consequences. She shakes her head vigorously, reaching out to me. Josh, please, let me explain. There's nothing left to say, I cut her off, stepping back as if her touch could taint me further. Stay here until security arrives. They'll take your statement. As I leave the room, Marco follows, his expression somber. What are you going to do? First, secure the company. Then, I deal with the personal betrayal. My mind races, plotting each step methodically. This isn't just about a broken heart anymore. It's about survival, revenge. Walking through the corridors, my company, my world, seems alien. Each face I pass could be another deception, another enemy. I've built this empire on trust and integrity, and I'll do whatever it takes to salvage it, to root out the rot, even if it means tearing down everything to rebuild anew. My resolve hardens with each step. Arya's betrayal might have shattered my heart, but it also awakened a ruthless determination. She will regret the day she decided to betray Joshua Thompson. As for the rest of them, they'll learn that betrayal comes with a price, one that's paid in full. The halls of my office feel colder, more sterile than ever as I march through them, each step fueled by a mixture of fury and determination. The building is on lockdown, a fortress against the chaos that has upended my life. Security teams move with quiet efficiency, their presence a reminder of the severity of the breach. In my office, I watch through the glass as employees are questioned, their expressions ranging from confused to concerned. Each face is a potential mask, each glance might hide a secret. Trust, once given freely, now feels like a liability. Marco enters, his face grim. We've traced the hack. It's sophisticated, originating from multiple locations, but we've isolated a few IPs that lead back to a tech hub in Berlin. Berlin? The word strikes a chord, a piece of the puzzle sliding into place. Keep digging. And the man from the photos, have we found him? He's gone underground, but we're close. He left traces, probably in a hurry, Marco reports, handing over the latest findings. Armed with information, I call an emergency board meeting. As the board members file in, their murmurs of concern do little to distract me from the task at hand. I outline the situation, the theft, the breach of trust, and my plan to recover what we've lost. My tone is even, my resolve clear. The meeting is punctuated by nods of approval and whispered strategies, the board rallying behind their CEO in a time of crisis. Yet, as they discuss, my mind is on Arya, on the betrayal that stings anew with every thought. As the meeting adjourns, my phone vibrates. A text from security, "We need you downstairs. Now." I find Arya there, escorted by 2 security officers. Her eyes are red, her posture defeated, but there's a determination in her gaze that catches me off guard. Josh, before you say anything, you need to know the truth, she begins, her voice steady. I've been trying to tell you. It's not what it looks like. The evidence suggests otherwise, Arya. How can there be another explanation? I demand, though a part of me aches for just that, a different truth. She takes a deep breath. Yes, I met him at a conference, and yes, we became friends. But when I realized he was using me to get to you, to the company, I tried to stop it. And the money? I interject. I didn't know at first. When I found out, I gathered evidence against him. I wanted to prove it to you, to make it right, she explains, pulling a USB drive from her pocket. Here. This has everything, emails, transactions he made from my account without my knowledge. I was going to bring it to you, but then the photos and everything blew up. The room spins as I take the drive, the weight of her words sinking in. Was I too quick to judge? Too ready to see betrayal? Verify this, I say to Marco, who nods and leaves with the drive. While we wait, I study Arya, searching her face for the truth. The tension is palpable, a tangible thing hanging between us. Moments later, Marco returns, his face revealing nothing. It checks out, Josh. It looks like she was telling the truth. She's been collecting evidence against him for months. Relief and regret wash over me in equal measure. Arya, I start, but she holds up her hand. Josh, I understand why you thought what you did. But trust isn't just about believing when everything's good. It's about knowing the truth even when it's easier to believe the lie. Her words resonate, echoing the principles I built my empire on. I'm sorry, I say, the words inadequate for the chasm that had grown between us. We'll handle it from here, Marco assures, but Arya shakes her head. No, I'll help. I started this, I need to finish it. As she walks away with purpose, I realize the Arya I thought I knew isn't the woman before me now. She's stronger, braver, someone who stood in the shadows of my doubts and came out into the light. The final pieces fall into place, not with the crashing finality I expected, but with a quiet restoration. Trust, once broken, can be rebuilt, stronger and more resilient. And as I watch her disappear down the hallway, a part of me dares to hope for a future where the scent of betrayal is replaced by the fragrance of redemption.